Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm not gonna be one of those people, don't worry. I find that really annoying. So, today's video, I'm gonna show you how to do this very classic red lip look. It's kind of super simple. This is like what I want to do if I want to be a little bit over the top, but I don't want to fuss with eyes. I don't want to really bother with anything, honestly, except to put a red lipstick on. So yeah, that's all I have to say right now. Let's just jump right into it. Bonjour! It's me, here with my pilgrim hair. I don't know why I'm trying to rock the middle part, because I just don't think it's in the cards for me, but maybe it'll look better when I have some makeup on, so let's put some makeup on this very tired face. I have to go to class. Don't want to go to class. Don't know why I'm doing a red lip for class, but it'll be fine. I'm going to start with hand sanitizer because I realized that I never see anybody put hand sanitizer on in their videos. Hand sanitizer on in their videos. And that's kind of gross. Okay, let's do a Pixie Glow Pad to get my skin looking a little bit more fresh. I like to use these ones in the morning because I can keep them in here and I don't have to go into my bathroom to get a cotton round because I'm lazy. For base today, I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base because my skin's been feeling kind of dry lately, and I also have to wear my makeup all day, so I don't want to just use a boring old moisturizer because that won't make my makeup last. How will it? My nails aren't even that long right now, and I am on the struggle where you can't stick your finger into things, which is honestly my worst nightmare, so I think I'm gonna have to cut my nails. This stuff feels so nice and it smells citrusy. So it's really nice to use in the mornings because it's kind of nice and refreshing. I'm also going to do a little bit of rosebalm.com. If you're doing a red lip, especially a liquid lip, gotta prep. I probably should exfoliate my lips, but that's a little too much work. Okay. So when I do a red lip, I tend to like to do a bit more of a perfected skin. Sometimes I'll just use a tinted moisturizer if I'm having a particularly good day, but since I have to have my makeup on all day today, I'm gonna use a proper foundation. So I'm gonna do the Giorgio. It's really early. I'm gonna use the Luminous Silk Foundation from Giorgio Armani. This is the shade 3. I actually think I'm probably a shade up, but thankfully it's about to be winter, so I'm about to be incredibly pale. But just to remedy that a little bit and to thin it out a bit, Woods, Amelia Woods, I'm going to use the Glossier Skin Tint in medium. So I just use about 3 drops of that and a pump of Giorgio Armani. I'm going to mix them together. And then I'm going to use this Loud Makeup L3 brush. It's just a flat top kabuki brush. And I mostly apply my foundation to like the lower third of my face. Well, I guess this is the lower half, math. Just because, well, I like my freckles to show through. I have freckles on my forehead. I also don't really have that much to cover on my forehead, except for a little bit of redness. And I like my skin to shine through as much as possible. The foundation is done. Yay. I'm gonna do a little bit of concealing. I'm gonna use the Bobbi Brown Full Coverage concealer, Instant Full Coverage Concealer. I use 2 shades, Porcelain and Ivory right now. I think I'll be Porcelain in a month or 2 when I go back to being a sheet of paper, but right now I'm mixing the 2. I really like this one because it is super full coverage, but it doesn't look like you have a ton of product on your skin. Like sometimes really full coverage products. Well, my brain is just not working today. Sometimes really full coverage products, you can like see where they are. They're like quite dry, but this one's really nice. In case you couldn't tell, not a lot of product comes off the applicator, which I don't love. I will say that. Don't love that. Then I'm just gonna blend with my fingers. Okay, then for concealing under my eyes, I'm gonna use Stretch Concealer. This is in the shade Light. This is pretty much the only concealer I use under my eyes. It's pretty hydrating. Still has coverage, but it doesn't look super fake and unnatural under the eyes. Okay, then to set to my great love and annoyance, I'm going to use Glossier's Powder with the Powder brush. I say love and annoyance because I do like this powder a lot. It's a good one, but the trampoline freaking annoys the crap out of me. I know other people really like it, but I don't know. It's just really annoying to me to have to shove my brush into it a million times to get product out. Also, I said this in an Instagram story the other day. I think that once I get a little bit more pale, this color is not gonna work for me anymore. Honestly, even now under the eyes, it's like pretty questionable. Yeah, so if you're paler than me, which probably isn't that many people, but unfortunately I don't think this color will work for you. Okay, we had a memory card malfunction, but we're back now. Hopefully I'm still in focus. Don't remember where we left off, but I'm just going to continue with bronzer. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow, which is the love of my life. Basically just really piling that on. I've noticed that on camera for some reason it either shows my bronzer very dark or it doesn't show it at all, but I promise in real life I look totally normal. Well, somewhat normal. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of contouring because I feel like with a red lip you want your skin to look very nice. So this is an Inglot shadow that I use as my contour. I think it's like 360. I'll figure it out and put it in the description bar. This is a MAC 109. The number rubbed off. I think it's a 109. I'll find that too. So I just put a little bit of this under my cheekbones and blend it up into the bronzer. Okay, for blush, when I do a red lip, tend to keep it quite neutral, so I'm just going to use the Dusk Cloud paint from Glossier, just a tiny little bit, just to add a little bit of like shape to my cheeks. So I just have the smallest amount on my fingertip, and I'm just going to dot it on and blend it in. For highlight, I'm going to kind of be a mixologist. I'm going to use a tiny bit of the Topshop Glow Pot in Polished first. Just because I'm also using MAC's Cream Color Base in Hush. Cream Color Base in Hush. And that might be a little bit too warm, so I'm just going to use a bit of this first. Just on the tops of my cheekbones. And I might as well use this everywhere else, right? I actually really like the way that looks, so I'm just going to apply a teeny tiny bit of oh my god. I'm just going to apply a teeny tiny bit of Hush just on my cheekbones. Okay, so for brows, all that I really have in terms of brow pencils is the micro brow pencil. This is in the shade Ash Brown and it's pretty orange, so I'm going to use this, but then I'm going to put a little bit of the Anastasia Dip Brow on top. I wouldn't normally do that. This is just not really working for me, so I'm probably just going to give it to my sister and get the Anastasia one again. But I'm just going to do little brow-like strokes. I mean, it is a good pencil and it's inexpensive, but it's just really warm considering this is an ash color. And it probably will not show up on the camera, but in real life, I think it's just a little bit too warm. So I don't know if you can see that, but I just feel like where I don't have any hairs, it looks warm. Don't know. So I'm gonna do a little bit of dip brow. My god, I'm like an adolescent boy today. So this is dip brow in the shade medium brown, and then I'm using a MAC 266, which is a really tiny little angled brush. And I'm just gonna pretty lightly go over where I already applied the NYX. Okay, then I'm gonna set that with Glossier Boy Brow. Just kind of start like in the first section, but not at the very front. Concentrate the product there. Gonna put a little bit of the highlight out of this Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow palette on my inner corner. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes off camera. You're welcome. And then I'm gonna use this YSL The Shock mascara. This is just a little mini, obviously, but I think this might be my next purchase. It's pretty incredible. It's very volumizing, but I've never had it get clumpy on me, which clumpy mascaras are like my nemesis. I'm sure that most people's nemesis. But I have fairly long eyelashes. I just don't have a ton of them. So I find when a mascara is really clumpy, it just makes them look And then my battery died. I mean, Jiminy Christmas, could we get any more problems? Don't really remember what I was saying, but basically this mascara is incredible. Okay, now for the red part. I'm going to line my lips with MAC's Follow Your Heart lip pencil. I don't really need to line my lips with this product, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna slightly overline a teeny tiny bit, just like cheat the lines a little bit. It is quite good to line your lips when you're using liquid lipstick because it kind of gives you like a proper guide of where you want it to go if you're not just following your natural lip line, because sometimes you can go a little bit overboard, you know? I think MAC lip pencils are some of the greatest because they're really, really creamy, but they're still super like hard in the pencil, so it's easy to get quite a crisp line. I'm sure this looks really good right now. Okay, and then for the red lip, best red lip of all time, this is the Sephora Always On, or I think it's just called the Cream Lip Stain now, and this is the shade 01 Always Red. This is the best red lipstick ever. And it's not super expensive. I lost mine and I went and bought another one, and then a month later I found it under my car seats and I got two. So I just kind of start in the middle of my lip and then I'll go and line it. It's just such a perfect red. The formula is quite creamy, but it still dries down so it lasts all day, but it's comfortable. I do not like liquid lipsticks anymore just because they feel so heavy on the lips and they get all like crumbly and gross. But this one stays super wearable all day. I definitely need to pick up some more shades, but I mean, what a good red. Am I right? This is pretty much what I usually do if I want to wear a red. If I want to go a little over the top, I might do a winged eyeliner, but I'm going to class today and this is already like super extra for class. So I'll probably do a wing in another video at another time, but that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Go and buy this lipstick. It's so good on everybody I've ever seen it on. It's freaking beautiful. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye. Bye.